a wonderful day.
Welcome back. Well, the next company on our radar is Mahindra Lifespaces. Saw healthy growth in bookings for the third quarter and most recently in its conference call maintained guidance of 2,500 crore rupees in sales by FY25. Arvind Subramanian, who is the MD and CEO of the company, is joining us now to discuss the business outlook and demand trends as well. Mr. Subramanian, good afternoon. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Thanks a lot for joining us. Quarter 3 has been strong. In fact, in 9 months, you're tracking sales of around 1,400 crore rupees, which is already higher than FY21's FY22 sales. What do you plan to end this year with? And this 2,500 crore rupees by FY25, I think you will be able to maintain or actually get it in FY24 itself, going by the numbers. Why are you so conservative here?
It's always a pleasure speaking with you. Yes, we've had a good 9 months to start this financial year. As you rightly pointed out, we are well ahead of what we've done in the previous year, which itself was a significant growth over prior years. So we've gone from roughly 600 crores of annual sales in our residential business to 1,000 crores last year and just shy of 1,500 crores for the 9 months of this financial year. So we will end up with a very significant growth. I wouldn't like to put a firm number on it, but I do think we'll end up with a substantial growth. We are maintaining the 2,500 crores by FY25. As I've always said, this is merely a marker in our journey. It's not the destination. If we achieve that sooner, we'd be very glad and happy. But I think we are setting ourselves up very well for that journey.
But is it possible that you could achieve your 2,500 crore milestone, perhaps in the first half of FY25 or maybe even earlier towards the end of FY24, given how strong the recent run rate has been on the sales front?
Yeah, I think between FY24 and early FY25, we will be on the cusp of that run rate, as you rightly pointed out. A lot of it depends on a few land acquisitions falling in place at the right time with the launches happening. As you know, our business tends to be a bit lumpy with particularly related to new launches, which is why I'm kind of just holding my horses a little bit. Once we have visibility on that, we'd be in a better position to estimate.
Okay, so one of the things which has been new in this quarter, that is quarter 4, is your redevelopment project, because that is a new space for you as well. Give us more timeline in terms of execution. How big of an opportunity do you think it is? And do you think going forward you'll take up more redevelopment projects? What kind of investment do you plan to make here?
Indeed, and you might recall it was almost a year back that we announced our intent to participate in the society redevelopment space in Mumbai. And we were drawn to this space for 2 or 3 reasons. One, it's a very attractive source of land, particularly in fully built out neighborhoods. And as you know, Mumbai is, many of the suburbs are very well built out. So there's no vacant land available. And society redevelopment offers that opportunity to do good, modern, contemporary developments in these neighborhoods.
Okay.
Secondly, we believe we are uniquely positioned because of the lack of trust in this space, that a Mahindra brand adds a lot of trust to customers.
Fair enough. Can we talk a little bit about demand at the lower end, of the economic spectrum? You did indicate in your conference call that the demand for sub 40 lakh category is on the weaker side. How much weaker compared to your expectations the same time last year? Could you quantify that? And what would it constitute as a percentage of your overall portfolio?
As you know, we have 2 segments, what we call happiness, which is typically less than 50 lakhs, and our mid-market segment. We are starting to see some tightness in demand in the happiness segment, and particularly in the 30 to 40 lakh kind of ticket sizes. And I suspect this is a combination of factors. As we know, interest rates have gone up and therefore mortgage rates have gone up. And with inflation, the affordability for these families has been constrained over the last few quarters. We are watching this closely. At this stage, it is not yet an alarm bell, but it is a watch out for us.
Okay, so do you expect this is something which will start hurting the upper end of the spectrum as well, because it has already pinched at least the lower strata? And on your net debt as well, it has increased on a quarter-on-quarter basis. You are increasing your land purchases as well. Is that something that will continue? I just want to understand your investments and capex timeline as well.
Yeah, so firstly, in terms of trends, the mid-market we are still seeing holding significantly strong. The demand is not going away anytime soon, as far as we see it. on the net debt question that you asked, we are gradually taking on a little bit of debt. As you know, our balance sheet is near zero net debt. And we do believe having a little bit of debt in the balance sheet is the right thing to do. So we will be extremely cautious. We have no intention to leverage ourselves beyond a 0.3, 0.4 kind of level. And this is primarily to fund land acquisitions and development.
Okay. The collections in the first 9 months of this fiscal year have been about 861 crores. What's the outlook on collections? And if demand is weak, should we, say that perhaps there are going to be no more price hikes from here on?
No, I don't think so. In fact, we've taken pretty significant price hikes right through the year. Even prior to this, we've had a discipline of taking our prices up by about 1.5% each quarter across our portfolio. And we've maintained this discipline in projects that have done well. We've taken prices up as much as, in double digits. So our project in Bangalore, which did very well, the new launch, Mahindra Eden, which was India's first net zero energy project. The first phase sold out within 3 months. So we brought the second phase forward, launched that in November. We took price up by almost 15%. And that has also done very well. So wherever the market is able to absorb the price hike, we are taking price up faster.
Okay. We'll leave it at that, Arvind. Thank you very much for joining in. That's Mahindra Lifespace saying that they could achieve their 25,000 sales target or milestone maybe before the end of FY25. They could be at the cusp of achieving it by the end of FY24 or early FY25. Well, out of time on Midcap Radar. Thank you for watching Mutual Fund Corner. When we return.